Big homie.
How you?
What's good with you, bro?
Can't call it, you know.
Right.
Out here, it's cold. So I smoked this little short real quick. I'm in the math lab and shit.
Word, who all over there?
Nobody really. Nobody important.
Nobody.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
How you been? You good?
Chilling, man. Maintaining.
That's what's up.
You know.
Definitely what's up. I see you, man.
Right.
Get one day. One day.
Yeah, one day you just might. You might. Yeah. You want to get to 750.
Yeah, 750.
750.
I feel you.
Right.
It's all good. We can do it.
Right.
I be watching those joints. You be doing those joints. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, right.
Those joints is what's up, bro. Like, I be sitting there, bro, you there watching those joints. I just start thinking about shit. Them joints is joints. That shit will get you hits. That shit can get you famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The one joint I got, be reliable.
Reliable joint. That was the joint I was looking at. Yeah, I feel like you be talking to me.
Right.
I feel like you be talking to me. I feel like you be just having a conversation. Right. That shit is crazy. That's a good. I don't know when you thought that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's some shit. That's a good way to get a message to people without like being there.
Sit in the car. I don't want you to be all cold and shit.
That's crazy. But this thing is nice. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching that joint. That joint is crazy.
Yeah.
It just makes you think, like, everything, like, I don't know. Like, that's like, especially because I know you, but, like, besides the fact, if you get hits off that joint, people start looking at that shit, like, that's some shit that just fucking, I don't know. I like watching them joints. I try to stay with them. I didn't get to finish the part 2 joint, but I was watching some of it, and I had to do something, but that shit, like, it's all, that's a good way to put realness out there. Like, real shit, it's just real shit, and you put it out there, it's raw and cut, like, and you gonna get it 100 the first time, like, this is how it came out, and that shit, I like that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy, bro. For real.
That's what's up.
That shit is crazy.
Oh, and it was the crazy part, like, it was a thought way back, and my mom, she gave me a camera, but the camera, I couldn't, it was a DVD.
Mm-hmm. No, I forgot he was smoking a cigarette, but it's cool.
Oh, and it was a DVD. She had a DVD, and it had to convert it so it could be uploaded onto YouTube, and I couldn't do it.
Oh shit.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take my phone, and then my phone touchscreen. So I was like, every time I hit a bump, a button might get hit.
Oh shit.
You see what I'm saying? So then it would knock out the video.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, now I gotta do it over.
Yeah.
But then I would have to try to remember everything I said then, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you're saying in the joint.
But then it's like I try to talk about actual topics. Like I don't want to get on there just talking about something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'd rather talk about something that got something that's relevant to what your situation is. So I try to keep it relatable, like my music, and that's why I say I was like, you know, I will put it on a beat, but sometimes I don't always get a beat that caters to that thought.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that definitely is true. Like that's what I was saying with that reliable joint. That shit is like anybody can hear that shit and feel like motivated.
Yeah,
like to do something. Like just to be a reliable person, you can't. You just that's everything fall back to that. Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah, and I view on myself though. Like when I sit back and like I'll view it, and I'll be looking at me, and it's like an ego trip. Like I'll be looking at me, talking to me, like you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
And it'd be like, and I'll be taking my own advice, like yeah. Like I got a joint called like the most recent one was I just put it up yesterday. Come back. What was it? What was I even talking about? I know I did a joint called Why Is It? I know that was one of my joints. I was going to do a joint Expectations, like what you expect out of life, and you know how are you supposed to handle it, and you know, and things like that. Oh, that's what it was called, security. Security. Everybody wants security. You know, like it. And the reason why I say that is because security goes in so many different situations. Like, you know, when you in school, you want that stable security that you gonna pass.
Yeah.
You don't never want to be like, oh, am I gonna finish?
Yeah. That's definitely that's
You
real
know what I'm
rap
saying?
too.
Like, you don't want that. You want to be like, I'm good, because then it's just like, if your job drug test you, you want to be able to go, if they do a random drug test, you want to be secure, like, yeah, I could do it, whatever. Give me 3 of them joints, I'll knock them all out for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you dirty, you going to be like, oh, I just lost my job. Like, you already chalking it up. They giving you the cup, you like, you can keep that, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you right there.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right,
That lack of security is no, you know what I mean? That security is no longer there, so now you got lack of security. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, everybody want to feel like they secure, and then when you got situations where you might got some money, but now you want to keep it. You feel me? It ain't always about, you know, trying to get it. You might have it, now you're trying to keep it.
Right.
You enjoy that security.
Like
you don't.
The lottery.
Yeah, and like that was one of them clips. I was like, you know, winning the lottery is cool and all, but that's a one-time thing. That ain't a consistent thing. That ain't on a consistent basis. Right. So it's like, how are you supposed to gamble that? Like, once you get your millions and you blow it, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You buy your crib and all that. All right, cool. You didn't. That ain't your income. Right. You feel me? So you drop $1 million on the joint, and then after that, what happens? Let's say you got $8 million. You drop $1 million on your crib, that's 7. You got to furnish it, so that's another $250,000, so $500,000. If you want, you won't buy big stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's another $500,000 to $1 million. Right. So now you down $6 million. You're gonna get your cars. Now you down $5 million, maybe even $4.
Depending on your taste.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you $4 million there. You got $4 million in the bank. Now you're gonna have fun. You ain't even have fun. You just bought things for you in your crib. Now you're gonna have fun. Now you're gonna treat your homies and everything else. You're gonna drop several thousand to a couple $100,000. So you bought around, I say $500,000. You gonna do it up big, pop bottles, everybody, my treat. You know what I'm saying? So now you $3.5 million.
That was going down.
You feel me? Like, that was $8 million. You $3.5 million. That quick. You gotta maintain this crib. Your crib is paid for, but you got bills. You got big bills.
Big house mean big bills. You said right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got big bills.
So you got to keep some.
You ain't got that. That ain't your income.
Nah, because
that's it.
Once you spend it, it's gone.
That's it. That's it. You had 8, then you got 3.5.
That's one of them situations.
You got cars. They still need service.
Yeah.
You know, the Bugatti cost. They say it's $1.5 million, but it costs. This is a rumor. It costs $400,000 to maintain.
Damn.
But you figure that's $1 million car. Let me move up for these people. I'm right on the corner. Yeah. But you know what I mean? That's a $1 million car. So you figure $1 million car and maintaining it. You feel me? So it's like, when I put up the clips, I want people to, like, I don't care if it only get 1 view, if it only get 2 views, because people, like I was saying in one of my other clips, don't be misled about the views, because you could have a computer in your room and 5 people could be in there, 10 people could be in there watching that 1 clip. You feel me? You could have 20 people in the room watching that 1 clip. Just because it say 1 on the views doesn't necessarily mean that 1 person seen it.
Right.
20 people could have seen it at one time.
Yeah, because that lot of shit that happens with us all the time.
Right.
Like, just watching 1 clip.
Right. Like, how many people watch movies?
Right.
You go to the movie theater. How many people sitting in the movie theater? There's only 1 picture being shown. There's only 1 picture being shown, but how many people in the theater?
Couple.
You see? That's how you gotta look at it. You can't always view it like, you know, it's 1 view. You gotta look at it as like, I didn't know you seen it.
Yeah, I seen a couple of them.
You know what I'm saying? I try to stay consistent. You know what I mean? Because I can't do it with the music. You know what I mean? I work all the time, so it's like, I'm trying to stay relevant as much as I can with situations that I go through, and that with people that situations that other people might go through. That's why I got the joint. Why is it that, you know, one joint is kind of boring, but I say so excited. The joint, why? What's the other joint? I had a joint called Be a Boss, being a boss, and I gotta redo that one because the clip is too long. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you got situations like that, and it's like when you conducting yourself on the camera, you gotta try to make it realistic. So instead of trying, I just make it realistic.
Yeah.
I actually make it, whatever you see is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I peeped that too, because that's what the one joint you looked tired as shit, and that that's what you were saying. You was like, what was, I forget what you said.
That's the 24-hour joint.
Yeah, you was done up. I know
Yeah.
you looked like you wanted to go out, but you was just speaking, and that shit just was real.
You know, and that's just the reality of it, man. Like, and it's hard though, because it'd be some days where I don't even want to do the clip, but it's like I train myself, because I know at the end of the day, the music and the career that I'm choosing, that camera not gonna cut off.
Yeah.
You feel me? That camera's gonna stay on me 24/7. So it's like I better get used to it now. I better train myself now before it's too late where I lose my mind. Because then that could happen too, where people just go crazy. Because it's like, what do you do? Where you go when you got millions of dollars? When your millions turn to billions, what do you do? How do you adjust? How do you handle that? You feel me? And it's like, if you're going to talk about a topic, make sure it's a relevant topic. Make sure it ain't a topic specifically for you. Make sure it's a topic that caters to everybody.
Right.
Just how you do your music.
Right. That makes sense too.
You know, don't discriminate because it's not a beat. You made it relevant to everybody when you did your songs.
Right.
Make it relevant when you're doing your interviews.
And that's how they Johnson is like, you definitely like that too.
You know what I mean?
Like anybody could get the point of view.
Anybody.
It don't matter who you is. It's not just specifically dedicated towards one group of people or somebody who does a certain thing. Not even, it could be a totally different situation what you're talking about, but still it could apply to two different people.
Right. And I'm glad I could be an inspiration and a help to somebody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad at all. Like, I just wanted people to be able to relate to where I'm coming from, because, like I said, I can't stay relevant when it comes to the music.
Right.
Uploading videos don't cost me nothing besides time.
Yeah.
So I devote that time to the viewer.
Yeah.
You know, so then somebody else can get through a situation that they might go through, or they might be going through. So it's like, all right, cool, I can cater to that. I can handle that. You know? It's like, you know, and it punches, you know? You never know, that 1 5 or 10 minute clip might help somebody get through their day.
And that's what I was thinking, too. I was like, that's crazy that he's doing it, because, like, everybody can see that, John. Like, anybody can just click on, just like, what does he talk about? Like, going through something fucked up in their whole situation.
Right.
See that shit, and then that shit. Like, it sucks you in. As soon as you start talking, you get sucked into that shit. Every time I can't stop till that shit is done. That shit is just like, you just know how to talk. I know you know how to talk. This is crazy. Like, I don't know what that shit is. And plus, you just mad knowledgeable, so I know already if you go and say something, you're going to correct already.
Right. And I try to apply it, man. I try to make it so it's like it gravitates you. Because that's hard. You know, it's hard to suck you in without a beat. It's hard to talk about something, and I don't write it. You know, I don't have a script. You feel me? So it's like, I'm not looking at the paper, all right, mark that off. Like, I'm just off the top, so I gotta remember what I'm saying and what the topic is consistent of before I lose it. You know, so it's like, if I steer away, I gotta make sure I come back.
Right back to it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that what I'm talking about stays relevant and current to what the title of the situation is at all times. Like, this will be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
This will be up. This one will be called, you know, The Feedback. Featuring Josh.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure right.
So it's like, you know, it's your boy L.T.P, Josh over here. He ain't even know this was on.
I ain't know it was on.
But I'm going to hit, you know.